In today's vlog entry, we're going to talk about incremental progress. Hello and welcome back to the MachineryZero vlog. Sometimes progress is shown flowing like a line on a chart or a graph. Sometimes it's straight and other times it's not straight but may curve with ups and downs. I see a lot of the up and down as related to the maintenance projects that I work on. So what I notice a lot about machines and equipment is they all need to be maintained at some point in time. Sometimes the maintenance process goes by really easy and smooth, like when you're changing one part for the exact same part. But other times, like recently, things didn't go as smooth. One part change led to identifying another part change. What was interesting about both of these parts is that both of them were not in stock anywhere nearby. So that means that these parts would need to be ordered and shipped. Luckily, they were able to be ordered. But ordering these parts takes time. And although I do my best to troubleshoot, on this recent task, there's no guarantee if the new part will fix the issue. So in the moment sometimes this lowers the momentum. Now if the task at large is something that I'm familiar with, I usually check as many things as possible. But this time it was something a little bit different. So what I have to do is first, I'm thankful that I can at least order the parts. Then while waiting for the parts, I go over my list of what I can do to troubleshoot the issue. I know that while I've troubleshooted, I've handled each issue as it's come up. Sometimes two issues can be handled together, but most of the time each issue is handled one at a time. So as I'm going along, I'm trying to troubleshoot and solve each issue on a one-by-one basis. Again, I'll admit that seeing one issue after another lowers the momentum and sometimes can be a little bit discouraging. But that's when I remind myself about a few things around the idea of incremental progress. Even if I have to fix issues one at a time and one after another, I'm still making incremental progress. When it involves maintenance, I'm making incremental progress to maintain the vehicles and solve the problems of the issue at hand. And if you're going to DIY it like I do, it's going to take as long as it takes. So I remember to help change my perspective on the progress of these issues. Second thing, and you may hear this repeatedly from me, is that I approach maintenance as a solvable problem. Much like pieces of a puzzle, there will be an end result. Now, this is the third and most important thing that helps change my perspective. I again remind myself that it's just a maintenance issue, it's a solvable problem, and it's progress towards solving these issues. So with all those reminders, that's a bit of myself putting the issue in its own perspective. In comparison to other things, most maintenance issues are quite small, but progress on these issues is still positive. A lot of people will refer to this as 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But even if you look at it that way, it's 1 plus 1 minus 1. And with simple math, we know that even with that equation, we're at a plus 1. So I wanted to share this perspective with you because this happens to me for many maintenance tasks that I have. There's a lot of times I have to maintain things throughout the day, week, or month. And even when there are momentary setbacks and delays, I also remind myself of something. I remind myself that one of my greatest joys is sharing some of these maintenance tasks with you all. I share these on channels like Try It App Learn so that hopefully you can learn from my mistakes and maybe even save time on tasks that took me a lot of time to complete. And now again with this new format on this vlog channel, I can also share some insight into my mind related to these maintenance tasks and projects. So that's it for the second entry on our vlog restart. I hope that this could help you keep your motivation throughout the challenges of your own maintenance tasks, or at least be entertaining to hear about my perspective. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe now. Comments and likes are welcome.